Hello and welcome in the Dave Cave. Today in this episode I would like to talk to you about the songwriting challenge that I'm hosting, and also I would like to give you a couple of recording tips for a home recording scenario. And yeah, let's jump right into it. Hopefully you will get some takeaway from this. So I've been doing home recordings since the early 2000s. I've recorded my bands, I've recorded demos, and lately in the last 6 years I've gained experience in these online shenanigans, riff challenges, songwriting challenges, and all sorts of things like this. So I've been recording music every week, and basically I've made some improvements in my process. Hopefully you will get some takeaway from this as well. So without further ado, let's jump right into the first and foremost. I've taken some notes and I would like to read them out. No, actually I will talk about them. The first is that let go of the idea that a new piece of equipment is what you need so that you can start doing your recordings. You don't need a new equipment, and this is a mindset that keeps you from starting doing it. So basically, if you look into the history and the latest improvements and developments in the IT industry in the past 30 years, you can conclude that any kind of electronic device that you can buy nowadays has the computing power which is much better, far superior to what we used to have in the 90s and the early 2000s. And if you have an interface to connect that computer with your instruments, you're all set to go. Basically, you don't need anything else. Just don't put it off and don't postpone it. Start creating music right now. The second tip will be one step further. Use what you have and tweak the settings and tweak the knobs. Find the sweet spots and experiment. I've seen many people buy some piece of gear, and when it didn't deliver the multi-million-dollar record sounds with the factory presets and settings, then they concluded that that piece of gear is not useful, it's useless. And many people are degrading others in comment sections on social medias just because they think that that piece of device is a piece of crap. And don't be this person. That's my advice. This is the second point about that. Just experiment with these knobs and just tweak them this way or that. Tweak the settings. If you don't like it in this position, then tweak it the other way around. And I would have needed to just brush off the dust from this before the shooting, but this will stay like this. Point 3 would be engage in challenges, all these riff challenges and songwriting challenges, which I will talk about in a while. Just I'm trying to get you hooked on the idea. So these are for you to practice, and as you need to practice on your instrument and to up your game to a new level and tackle your weaknesses and work on those areas which need to be improved in your playing. The same applies to recording. So these songwriting challenges, for example the one that I'm hosting and I will talk to you about in a bit, and riff challenges help you in that. You can gain experience in all sorts of settings. There's a drum track available to which you write your music, so you're practicing writing your music, you're practicing playing your music, and you're practicing recording at the same time. So it's really good. I can highly recommend. My fourth point would be the continuation to this. Practice to do longer takes, and don't worry if there's any mistakes left in the take. I mean, smaller mistakes obviously. That makes it human. And that's what we would like to see more of, human music, because, you know, AI music is taking over, kind of, so we need to prove that we are humans. So play longer takes, don't just chop it up and put the parts together afterwards in editing. I know our DAWs are capable of stitching together anything long from tiny scraps of things, and with the technology you are capable of putting together a song from like literally small segments of played material. Don't do this. All I'm trying to say is the longer take you can play out properly and put the song together from that. If it's a 1 minute song, play it out in one take. Practice so that you can do this and pull it off, and it will pay off. Point number 5 will be a technical one. So all the evolution of our sound recording has come to this point at some point, and this became the studio standard, that all these effects, all your DAWs work best and bring you the best results if you use 24-bit and 48 kHz sample rate. Yes, don't use 32-bit float, because that's not better than 24 in a recording scenario. And if you get a drum track which is not in 48 kHz and 24-bit, resample it and use the other tracks that you record in this format, in this sample rate, because any discrepancies in the recording process can result in weird results. So be consistent in this. Point 6 will be a very important one, and again a technical one. Please pan your guitars. I've seen it in the songwriting challenge that some people don't do this, and I will explain in a minute how different it can be. So in a usual metal setting, the bass guitar is in the center and the guitars are panned sharp left and right, and this will create a much bigger sonic picture or soundscape, and your mix will sound huge basically. If you don't do this, everything will be in the center and the space will be crammed, and your sonic file will distort and it will not sound nice. So if your mixes don't sound nice, this is one very, very good and helpful tip to pan your guitar. Start putting them sharp right and left. So if you're using 2 tracks for the riffs, then use them 100% right and left. If you're doing quad tracking, there's a lot of other options for the other 2 where you position them, but those 2 should be the main ones, should be in the 100% left and right position. I've had a project where the guitar player who sent me the files, I was just vocalist, didn't do the panning, and I didn't know why our mixes sounded way less cool than they could be based on the riffs. And it turned out that they didn't pan the guitars, but they found out that this is the way to go, and ever since then they are using this method. And point 7 is one of the most important ones. Don't use AI. Don't use AI in your music, and don't use AI in your videos either. Don't make AI slop videos, don't use AI for thumbnails, and I had been in the past guilty of these 2, so I've used some AI thumbnails in my videos. And there was one video, the scissoring lesbians one, where I didn't have female friends who would sit around the table and cut out something from papers with scissors, so I did that video with the help of AI. It was over a year ago, maybe 2. So since then I found out all the negative things associated with AI, all these data centers slurping out the water and polluting air, and I just don't want to support that. I even uninstalled ChatGPT from my phone and I'm not using it anymore. I'm an anti-AI agent, and I can recommend it to you. Live free of AI, please, especially if you're an artist. Don't ever try to use AI in your music, in your sounds. That will bite you in the ass. So that's it, that's my 2 cents. So the Atonal Song 16 songwriting challenge that I'm hosting is on now, and you can download the drums for it from the description box under this video, and there will be also a link to a folder where you can find the metronome track to help you create your song, and also some other drum tracks for the previous songwriting challenges, which you can feel free to use for other projects. As for the Atonal Song 16 songwriting challenge, you can use the drums in any way that you like. You can slow them down, you can speed them up, you can chop them up and use some certain parts. Just use a little bit of these drums and you can feel free to call it Atonal Song 16. And please upload your sonic creations to YouTube with this hashtag now on screen, Atonal Song 16, and there will be a live stream. That's the deadline for the challenge, where I can feature you. If you use the hashtag, I will definitely feature you. And what else did I want to say about it? Just please put something on top of the riffs and create your songs. And yes, about the time, it will be on the 22nd of August, and presumably either 1 o'clock British Summer Time, how I normally do these live streams, or maybe I will put it to a later time during the day, and I will keep you posted and updated in a community post here on YouTube. I decided that I might move it to a later time in the day, because in America it's a pretty early time, and to accommodate for some more American friends to attend, I might move it a couple hours later. But yeah, I will keep you posted about it. Just keep an eye out for it.
I need to make a confession. Usually I use 2 different deodorants and mix the fragrances together to create a unique smell. That's my 2 cents.
So that was my 2 cents, guys, and thank you for sticking to the end with me, and see you again in the next chapter. Bye.